Good evening, everyone. My name is Kaz, and this is Let's Play Diablo 2 without clicking on monsters if we can help it at all. Let's continue. In nightmare difficulty. Now, I have to be careful here, because there's one thing that I do not want to click on. That corpse is my storage. I believe we met Bosch last time. He's still with us because you spend an item to get Bosch. I think I'm still fine with leaving walk on and toggle to run. Let's check out our belt. Hitting tilde pops up the belt. It's an okay belt. And oh, goodness, we're going to have to decide what to do with this, aren't we? Well, let's see. No, I'm not seeing an outlet for it right now. That's unfortunate. If only you were perfect. I think I'm going to regret this in the very, very long term, but should be fine for now. Pull the ruby in here in place of the skull. And the reason for that will be clear, I don't know when, perhaps hours from now, but I definitely do want to use a jewel tonight, so we're going to try our best to do that. Plus one to Amazon skill levels. I don't remember getting that, but yep, everything looks like it's in accord. I have a single socket in this one that I can never use. A crown that I also can't really use all that much, but resistances are good. And we're missing quite a bit because we're in nightmare difficulty. I have 25 stat points remaining. I think we can safely spend 5 of those. Leave 20 behind in case I have to jump up to 90 or so to equip anything. Omnaroon, I think that you're just going to stick around for now. Yep. Alright, well, first order of business is summoning the crew. I believe we finished off Act 2 last time, so we're going to want to go to Act 3, but of course, I'm going to gather up the boys first. So let's do that in the... Let's not go to the sewer. Sewers are filthy. Alright, that is a minion of somebody. Extra strong, well... Oop. Okay, good. That's pretty good. Let's see how many we can get. Okay, so that's all of the Daves. Let's see about Zohar. I'm allowed 3 skeleton magi at the moment. Let's go ahead and pull up the inventory, quaff a rejuvenation potion, and find some monsters to become my Zohars, and then we'll have the crew together. Anytime you're ready. Now would be good. Ew. Oh. Corpse. Plain old ruby, not cutting it. Okay, pretty good. 1 poison, which is going to prevent monsters from healing. Double poison, not quite as relevant, but let's unsummon one of those Zohars. Yes. And reroll. I'm only allowed 3, of course. And electricity, which is probably the worst. Poison can prevent monsters from healing. A poisoned monster cannot regenerate. Fire does the most damage of all of the skeleton mages. Ice will slow the monster. Electricity has nothing to recommend it, other than being different from fire, so I think we're gonna give let Zohar go through his paces here. That's pretty good. Good work there. Okay. You did some good work, but I want... Hey, come now. Nope. Ah, ice. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. My gallant crew. Good evening, sir. Good evening. I hope you're all quite well. We're skeletons, and you, sir? I'm in reasonable health, and happy to meet you all once more. You do us proud, sir. Alright, well...
Hello.
Oh! I am neglecting to actually complete the... Yep. I have to talk to Jaren to complete this quest. He's probably going to give me his introductory speech, isn't he? Did I ever talk to him? Oh boy.
Hello. Greetings, honored child.
No! I didn't ever talk to him. Yes.
You have done very well.
I have. Okay. Now we can talk to Mashif. Now we can port our skeletons to Act 3.
Jaren tells me I should take you east to Kurast.
As indeed you should. So, without further ado, again, I've tried before. I have not been able to get the cinematics disc to work, so I do apologize for that. I'll have to find a way to post it on my own. I've posted the videos in the thread, or anyway, re-linked to the videos where someone else posted them. Some people have told me that Haratle is supposed to be a woman. And I mean, I don't mind. But I'm pretty sure that people refer to him as he. So I just keyed off at that. Anyway.
Welcome to Kurast, traveler. Few come willingly to this ancient city anymore. I hope you brought your wits with you, for sanity is in short supply here. My name is Hratley. I am a...
And we have talked to Hratley. Also, Hratley says sorcerer in a world where sorceresses exist. So I'm pretty sure that Hratley is a dude. It doesn't matter all that much. You can be whatever you are. Hratley is a blacksmith, and that is what is important. Once again, I'm intentionally not repairing my equipment because I'm in danger of never showing off what happens if you have broken equipment. And with that, we're in Act 3. I should not tarry. I should get on with these things, because sooner or later we are going to get into a slog. I think first, though, we should meet someone who we did not meet last time and did not really talk to. This is Ashira. She's the mercenary master in town.
Hello there. You must be a great adventurer to risk coming here. My name's Ashira, and I lead the mercenary band of mages known as the Iron Wolves. We've been hunting down demons in the jungle for months, but no matter how many of them we kill, they just keep coming. Seems this whole place has been overrun by evil. Rumor has it that you've come here to help. If that's true, then I'll let you hire some of my mercenaries. But be careful. If you piss them off, they can be worse than those monsters out in the jungle.
I should hope so. Also, the line, "Seems this whole place has been overrun by evil," never fails to amuse me. What do you have to say about the others?
Hratley may be a bit too clever for his own good.
Yeah.
Still, I'd trust his work anytime.
Yeah, his work. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, thanks for confirming what I had believed about Hratley. Again, not to judge. Just trying to be accurate, that's all. The Dark Wanderer! We have caught up to Diablo himself, in disguise as a emo goth. And off we go. Oh! Where's Bosch? Did I unsummon him by mistake? That's very unusual. However, I was prepared for this contingency. So here we go. That's very unusual. Just what on earth did I do to get rid of Bosch, I wonder? I'm going to presume that I'm an idiot and unsummoned him without really meaning to. No, Deckard, we don't want any of your help, so... That's very strange. I mean, he persists between leaving the game and coming back, but for some reason going between acts did it. I just don't know. Ew! Ugh. A corpse. Also, I'm missing a Dave, too. Maybe he got killed while I wasn't looking. That sounds more likely, come to think. Alright. Dave. There we go. Also, I think that I'm going to take him off of my... Or take Goofy, anyway, off of my hotkeys here. Changing that to F3. There we go. Oh, goodness. What is all this? Demon Hide gloves might well be good. Been looking for a replacement pair of gloves for a very long time. Oh, and a scroll to identify them. Let's have a go. Magic items, you say? No, that's not beating out light radius. Or, wait. Yeah. Also, that was a set of champions, but it did not drop the act item, which means that I was close enough to spawn another set of champions, or an elite, down here. So let's go find him. The first champion or elite monster gets a special item in Act 3. Of course, you don't have to be all that close in order to actually force spawns, so, I just may have done in a weird order. Like, it might start from the bottom and then go up, and if you just enter the area, that's where it spawns monsters. It's hard to tell when the game is spawning monsters because it does so well outside of your reach. I should not be so hasty to run around. Let the minions do the work. Also, I think I don't have any regen on right now. Oh. A dimensional blade. A 4-socket dimensional blade. Goodness. It's not a phase blade, though, so we're not really concerned. Oh, also, dimensional blades do not have any metal in them, so you cannot make them into iron golems. That's not even a consideration for me. Why was I even looking at it? Yeah, I have 0 replenish life right now, which means I need to be kind of more chillax about running ahead to monsters. There we go. Another few Daves join the fray. I wonder how they're getting taken out. This is really the first time that that's started happening to them just from casual monster battles. They've been reasonably immortal, aside from that. Flawless is alright. I'll have to start being more careful about the shrines that I click on. Because you certainly want a perfect ruby. I realized that I spent one, more than one I think, last time, but that's okay. We have a little more inventory space now that we got another boss out of the way. And monsters, of course, are still dropping plenty of gold. Let's see if this is a socketed bill. Let's see, you have the Bill of Readiness. A 3-socketed bill, though. That could possibly be something. Let's hold on to that for now. The big idea is that eventually we could put a rune word in that, and then our minion would have a rune word. Of course, the best rune words are only available to Realms players. That's if you're playing online. This is a single-player character, and is not on the ladder. So, not on the Realms. Being on the Realms and being on the ladder are not exactly synonymous. You can have an what's called an open character, which is if you're playing online, but you're not a ladder character. Periodically, the ladder would get reset. The ladder itself being a... Ooh, look at that! You see all that blood he left behind? Oh, gross. That's the open wounds chance. Bosch did that to him. Oh, I'm glad it finally happened. Ew, what a mess. Alright, so about the realms. you can create a ladder character, and doing so means you are put on the big old ladder of all ladder characters. It shows the top 100 or 1,000. I never really paid attention to the numbers of players in terms of how much experience they got. There are only 99 levels, but you can keep getting experience beyond level 99 and it'll count up exclusively for purposes of the ladder or bragging rights or whatever. Let's see, divine. Oh, that'll actually sell. Let's keep that. If this were ethereal, then I would keep it. An item can be both ethereal and socketed, and that's basically the best thing you can hope for out of your minion weapons. That's not so great. That is not the best position for Dave to be in. Getting Gulzar behind him, though, that's pretty good. So, after the ladder season ends, whoever has the most experience wins. And they would give you prizes, actually. It was mostly just name recognition, bragging rights, that kind of stuff. But being a ladder character in general meant that you got access to the better rune words, the better everything, really. Let's carefully not click on him. Let's feed Gulzar. No real reason not to if they're gonna just drop potions on me here. Oh. Is there action up here, guys? Yes? No? Alright, well. It's weird that we have not yet found the elite who drops the Jade figurine, but... Ew, they will. Might not have spawned. I do believe it's still possible for that to happen. Ah, very good. Goals are keeping up with us, I believe. Yep, 46 to our 46. Ugh, a corpse. Take it slow. Don't worry about it too much. Don't let them touch me. Now, my ears are attuned to this kind of thing, but you may have not just heard it. You see how the two auras that Bosch has are switching back and forth? He has the same one as the rest of us, and then he has one that looks a little different, like a spinning clock. It's going clockwise, and the Might aura is going counterclockwise for him. Well, his clockwise aura is the Thorns aura. It returns a percentage of damage. In this case, 150% damage. That only counts from physical attackers, so it's not a late-game strategy kind of thing. It's just sort of nice. The reason that I like Iron Golem is that I can make cool weapons into golems. That's more or less it. Also, instead of the regular Thorns aura, which goes to all of your minions, he has a special personal Thorns aura on him, so... that is alright. I'd like to give him another aura, but I can't just create runes out of nothing. Or, you know, maybe I can, because I'm magic. Doll's a pretty good one. It's up there. It's half of an excellent wand for a bone spear necromancer. Not really me, exactly. But it would give me some skeletal mastery, so if my wand happened to have 2 sockets instead of 1, I would certainly consider it. I'm sure there's someone who's going to be upset that I'm not cursing absolutely every monster that I meet. I simply can't be bothered. What am I going to do with a doll rune, come to think? Yeah, there might be something it's involved in. I simply do not know. I genuinely do want to complete this first quest, because it is a permanent bonus to my character. I'm not just being obtuse. I've seen it all before. permanent plus 20 to life is nothing to sneeze at. You know, count how many times you go down to 20 or less health. Oop. Oh, I heard an amulet. Let's identify things while the boys are at work. Magic items, who cares? Okay, well, there's a clear presence of stuff, anyway. Oh, now I have been poisoned. My poison resistance is merely 3, so I'm probably going to take a lot of damage from that. Look at that. Ugh. Half of my life. Poison is no joke, guys. Oh, I also didn't know that that trap was going to be a radius like that. It's just if you dodge back and take a little turn, you'll get out of the way of every single trap that could possibly happen. By now, this is just ingrained into my consciousness from playing this game enough. Oh, it's time to refresh our Zohar stock. Let's see. Secondary Ice Wizard is not bad, and Fire Wizard for damage is just fine by me. If I were taking on a boss, I would probably want maximum Poison Wizards. Oh, but then again, any boss other than an Act End boss. Act End bosses do not regenerate. Which caused one of my friends one time to punch Diablo. He was convinced that what he should do with the hours of his time was to take his Barbarian and de-equip everything and punch out Diablo with the 1 to 2 damage that he could muster with his fists. It did eventually work. I mean, he had a lot of passive bonuses. You throw on Iron Skin and... what is it called? Some kind of resistance... natural resistance? I forget about it. I don't really play barbarians. If you do play a barbarian, the kind of thing that you want is a very strong weapon. Like, damage is more important than anything else on your weapon. And secondary to that is something that can give you life leech. And then with all the damage that you're doing, you're getting your health back. Once you have that on, you can do more or less anything you want with gear or skills or, you know, just play, have fun, use skills that you like. There are very few pitfalls left. They took out the true danger of playing a barbarian or other physically attacking class. It used to be the case that monsters would cast Iron Maiden on you, a very specific set of monsters. But you could get Iron Maiden cast on you in between when you began your attack and when it executed. This was a serious pain. It would often mean your head, because the Iron Maiden would return 1100% damage or whatever, and since the damage that you deal is far, far greater than the life that you have in general, you would just die with no real way to mitigate it. Yeah, that was basically unfair, and they eventually took it out. Monsters no longer put the little squigglies on you. The Iron Maiden. If I ever get a passive bonus to the Iron Maiden curse, which is a Necromancer curse. I mean, I could pull up the curses tab. It's right here. There's Iron Maiden. If I get a passive bonus to it, I'll show it off. I mean, eventually we'll probably be able to get to see a lot of this stuff. There's just not going to be this champion monster, is there? I'm going to go through life without 20 health. At least I will be rich. To be honest, I haven't thought all that much about the eventual plan. I have everything I want. That's 20 Raised Skeleton and 20 Skeleton Mastery. And from there, it's just up to your taste. Do you want a couple of revives? Do you want to power up a golem? Do you want to make your amplify damage cover the entire screen? You know, the world's your oyster. Alright, well, we finally got to the spidery part of the spider forest. And it's not even the right one. The cave that's by the waypoint is not the quest cave. And this is the arachnid lair, not the spider cavern or whatever it needs to be. Which is kind of a pain. Which maybe means that I should just hop back to town rather than hoofing it. Yeah, let's say that that was the plan all along.
I've not set foot in.
Never forget.
Oh, yeah, now he tells me about the
Yes.
spider cavern. Thanks for that. Oh, right, I identified everything. Well, time to sell off.
You now speak to all.
I now sell to Ormus, if that's all right with you. Yeah, 30 grand. That's what I thought. These are going to stay in the inventory. That can also stay in the inventory. I think I want all this. So, let's do a little cubing. And do be careful when you're moving runes around your inventory if you have socketed items as well. I think that... Oh, we have a lot of things, don't we? Alright, well... This particular formula doesn't care what the input levels are. Only my level. Wow. Fire resist 19. Don't care. We'll keep it around. Flawless gem in here. Yeah. That's a pretty good arrangement. 12 little inventory spaces here. Oh, someone brought up a question, and I think I can better demonstrate this than just tell it. So, charms only work if they're in your inventory. In this case, that means your backpack area, this one. So, this +2 to strength bonus, if I put it in the cube, it doesn't matter where the cube is, it goes away, because the item is contained in the cube space, not in the backpack space anymore. So, let me put that back here, and then my strength goes back up, just like that. There are a lot of people who carry the cube around with them because it's 12 more inventory spots, but I find it's too much of a hassle. Just pulling things in and out of the cube all the time. It's just, ugh. I don't know if this was technically a faster route, but it did let us take that detour into town and clear out the inventory. Don't care about Super Mana Potion. Or the Superman A Potion, if you prefer. Very nice amount of gold. A bit of water to keep us going. I'll even pick up a potion, why not? No problem at all. Now, hold on. Am I missing an entire wing of the spider forest? I may well be. And again, the way that this is generated, the Great Marsh and Spider Forest can kind of figure eight with each other. So it can have multiple entrances between the two. Which is to say, an entrance that goes between the Great Marsh and the Spider Forest, and then another entrance that goes between those two places. So this is probably still more or less the right way to go. And we do definitely need to go into that cave. Much as I would like to not have to gather body parts, the way I am going, it is required. I do not have a way around. Nope. Zohar got cut off from the team. Matter of fact, the team is getting cut off from the team. Come on, you guys. Ah, lucky. 1, 2, 3. Poison, fire, and ice. I exactly wanted that. Oh, I think I see where to go. This little spot right here, this did not, from this distance, look like a way to go, but I'm pretty sure it is. That's going to take us back into the spider forest, and almost certainly to the cave. Also, I get to touch a well on the way there. Good clean water. Wells regenerate themselves more quickly in the jungle than in other places. Thanks to the rainfall, I suppose. Okay. A war sword. Nope. No thank you. Arbalists also have no metal in them somehow, so could not use those. Very careful about this. A lot of monsters. A little bit at a time. So we can turn on the... Yep. Okay, this is almost certainly the right place now. Look at all the spidery leavings. Oh, ugh. Little spiders crawled out of it. I don't think I should touch those anymore. Probably shouldn't have touched that one either, come to think. Oh, did you see that little starburst? Yeah, that one again. That was an enemy taking thorns damage. Hold on. Where's the bloody cave? It's not here. No cave. It would show up pink on the map. Well, that is a buggerance, as they say. So I was wrong. Not allowed in the spider forest tonight. And that can happen. I mean, the cave is somewhere. That part is for certain, but it can certainly happen that the layout of this place gets pretty weird and hard to navigate. Yeah, that's the jungle. Oh, that is a conviction aura. This man has got to die. He's my poor Daves. In fact, since he was a champion, or I'm sorry, an elder, he had to die twice, because the little guy on whose head he was sitting is also that same monster with the same bonuses and everything. Lucky me, he didn't have very many hit points, so he had no time for his conviction aura to do work. That little green glow that he had was the conviction aura. I believe we've encountered it before, but it's worth restating that it is very dangerous. The conviction aura lowers all your resistances and your defense. Oop. There is a champion in there somewhere. Oh, that's a swamp dweller. It's just a regular old fetish shaman. I'm sure that you get one. You are also a oh, you're possessed. Oh. Well, great. That'll just take a while. Yep. How are we doing? We're chipping away at him. Possessed monsters cannot be cursed. Oh, well. Huh. That's pretty good. Let's see. Does anyone need anything? No. Alright, well. There's a town portal scroll sitting around. There is not. Let's continue on.